Here we go, the next day, and yes, I've had to wait about 4 hours for the car to defrost because it was terrible. So when I get back to it today, it's still freezing cold, but blue skies. Let's get the bonnet open and then have a look at modifying this lower scuttle panel and show you where the car's at. Well, as you remember in the previous video, I installed my summit strut brace. I'm probably going to use a heat gun and take the stickers off, I think. But today, I'm going to take this off, cut this here, so the retaining clip holds this side. Then the panel comes back. I'm going to spray the top part. And obviously, I think I may trim this along here, leaving the Simposer on until I get the delete that goes down there. But I'm looking at changing the pipe down here anyway, as opposed to using a blanking plug. But it's a snowball effect, isn't it? It'll be better if I get a different intercooler and then change the pipework at the same time. Otherwise it means taking the front off half a dozen times. So for today, it's a bit windy, but the sun's out. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to disconnect it here for the time being, because all this does is feed noise there to the cockpit area of the car, which is great, but hopefully it'll be so loud anyway you won't need to worry about that. So let's get this lower scuttle panel out, remove this, and make some measurements with the top one. Let's show you where I'm at. I've cut these pieces, very rough cut, but these will basically bolt there, and this one, hopefully this will be hidden underneath, will bolt there, and it will allow the top part of the scuttle panel to clip on. Now I'm going to go and paint the wiper arms and paint the scuttle panel. I was going to do them same colour as the car because I've got some Panther black, but I think I'm just going to do a matte black or satin black. I've yet to decide, but once that's done I will offer up on here, because I've taken it inside. I've still got to do the Simposer. I mean, I could actually run it like this, because people say that you have to put a bung in the bulkhead on the lower scuttle panel because the water will come into the car, but it doesn't because you've got the firewall in the way. So not quite sure why people are saying that. All of that part under the wiper mechanism is all sealed, so yeah, it should be fine. Famous last words, eh? Right, so I'm going to pinch these down, and then once the scuttle panel is dry, I will offer it up and just do some calculations. Yeah. Right, let's go and get my socket set, tighten those down. Right, so here's the lower scuttle panel with the symposer that goes down through there. What I'm going to do is where these back two clips are, is I'm going to cut it roughly here, remove this front part here, just so the symposer has something on to clip to until I get my blanking plug or my blanked hose from the intercooler. So I'm going to cut this. Again, I'll probably do it off camera, but yeah, let's have some fun. Here we go. I've cut this little piece which holds the symposer in. As I say, this is until I delete it. So I'm going to line it up on the car. Right. So in theory, leaving these two back bits here, I should be able to clip it in the back, like so. Yeah. And then I can just connect it up, as I say, until I get my piece. I assume that goes over the top. Yeah, because anything that catches in there runs into there. I'll join that up, make sure that's put back in the right place. And then hopefully by then the top panel, the scuttle panel, has dried. And then I can put that back on and put the wiper arms back on. Oh, and remove that sticker. I'm going to move on to the wiper blade arms. I said I was going to spray these the other day. I'm just going to do a matte black. I was going to do a panther black, the same as the car, but so I've got a cloth. I'm just going to give it a quick wipe down and then just a quick flash over with some paint because it's just looking a bit tired. Here we go, this is the scuttle panel that I've removed in my previous video, and as you would have seen in the other video, I cut it here to get access to the top, but what I plan to do now is cut this bit in line with there, so I don't know if it go across there and down, but I will leave this bit because the under tray part I will also cut, just leaving this part so it's mounted. Sniffy because it's very cold. It also means I'm going to be removing this bit again. I'll file these edges and then give it a quick coat of paint just to make it look a little bit prettier. But like I say, you only actually see this part from the windscreen to the top of the bonnet, and it's only if you purposely look underneath it that you actually see it. So as sketchy as it's going to be, I'm going to use my jigsaw to cut this, and you probably don't need to see that bit. There we go, the scuttle panel is crudely cut. I'm now going to put some grey primer on it before I flash it over with some black, just to give it some grip. Yeah, I've put down this plastic sheet to protect the ground, because I'm good like that. go, that's all painted. Still sniffing. I'm going to let that dry, but in the meantime I am going to go and do the lower scuttle panel. Well, all together, wiper arms are on, all resprayed, looking much tidier. And obviously the scuttle panel, I've still got this bit on, as you will see, but I've also cleaned and polished the, not where my hand's just been. Yeah, so I think it just gives the engine bay an overall better look, and I mean once that's gone it'll look much better. So yeah, not too bad, pretty much finalised. I'm just going to start the car up, obviously make sure the wiper blades work, they should do, no reason why not, and then turn the car around and wait for my next part. Now you would have seen in previous videos that I've had my PC racing coilovers fitted, but what I haven't explained is the car drives like poo, not because of the shocks, not because of the alignment, but we've discovered that the bushes that sit where the footwell is, that holds the control arm on, the lower control arm on, that side is completely knackered. It's meant to be oil filled, but it's blown. So effectively what's happening is the front wheel on this side, or the control arm, is moving a fraction at the back, which makes it go round right hand corners very spookily. This side's worn, but again, I got in touch with AK Motorsport, Andy, and he's going to send me out some new ones with also uprated front bushes as well. I've gone with the hard race option. It removes the oil, makes it solid, and then there'll be a couple of little more things to do on the front, and obviously there's the back to do as well. So anyway, that concludes this video. If you want to see me get the new control arm bushes and have them installed, because I don't think I can do them on the driveway again, and then I will get another alignment done, lower the car, then get an alignment done, and then go for a blast. Anyway, as per usual, thanks for watching. so my cable gets stuck on my number plate. Yeah, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and come back for another episode.